Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Uzbek Unleashed in Europa Universalis IV, the Cossacks. Alright, so I've added 2 new keyboard shortcuts to the game, which I'm very happy about. Number 1, the Z key, while selecting a province, can raise that province, provided that it makes sense and the button appears. If you're playing as anyone who can't raise, then it doesn't do anything. If you are playing as someone who can raise, it obviously doesn't do anything, unless you specifically have the ability to raise it. So the Z key does nothing any different there, but in the off chance that you can actually do it, you can press Z for raise with the Z, C to confirm, and then X to core also works all the time on any country. So basically, I can click on a province after having conquered it and go Z, C, X, C, raise, core, done. That's going to make it a lot faster. Like Yiddish-Kul, we could go Z, C, X, C, and then click if we had to. And at this point, now that we have humanists, we don't actually need to do the click, so we can just click on provinces, Z, C, X, C. Super, super fast and easy. Which is very, very nice. So that war, how about that war, eh? That was a fairly tough war. We do have some rebels, Kazani separatists at 80%. I did just load the game in, so I don't trust that 11.8 revolt risk. I'm also very much eagerly awaiting the actual patch day so that someone can update the better UI mod, please. Please, pretty please, so I can actually like read the numbers again. That would be nice, they're too dark. Anyway, look at all these separatists who potentially think they want to rebel. Well, obviously that's not going to happen. We just need to let a little bit of time pass. Our tolerance is okay. We have positive tolerance for Shia and Ibadi. We're okay on Catholic. We're going to refuse any marriages, refuse any military access. Let's see. We're going to go deal with the Persian separatists, rather. And what is the actual number? 4.3. That'll go away quite easily with war exhaustion. We did get our cost to reduce war exhaustion quite a bit down. Looks like Korchin is dealing with his own issues. That's okay with me. I did start annexing Kiva in between videos. He did fabricate a couple claims for us, which is nice, but we're not particularly interested, though we could sell a province to him after having won the war on our own and still have him core it probably before he finishes getting annexed. It could be done. We're not going to do royal marriages with our vassals. You know, actually, there's really no downside to it, is there? Because we don't actually have legitimacy, do we? It just makes us better at improving relations. So by all means, Korchin and this guy, why not? I apologize. I should have said yes. Firm. Everyone. See, here I am thinking I shouldn't do it because I want to keep my legitimacy high. Completely forgetting that we have horde unity. So as our development gets higher, it does feel like the total development is like at an exact number. I'm wondering if we are at the cap. We already have 868 development. Damn, have we expanded fast. That's impressive. I mean, not to toot my own horn or anything, it's just, damn, that's impressive. Like, we're almost as large as Ming is now. And it's been less than 100 years, which is a long time, but remember, this game is about snowballing. And, you know, once you start the ball rolling down that hill, it's very easy to keep it going. You pick up more and more snow as the ball rolls over. Most notably, when you get things like administrative ideas and you get, say, horde ideas that reduce coring costs by 50%. All of a sudden, you can core in half the time and half the cost. And raising suddenly is going to be even more and more expensive. Sorry, more and more, not expensive, more and more beneficial. Okay, so something interesting that I noticed, right? As long as those are not separatists, I don't really care about these tribes. Anyway, something that I noticed is that raising is weird, okay? I had assumed when I was reading about raising that it was going to take your sum total amount of development and then raise like 30% of that. But what it's actually doing is it's taking each individual development number and then dividing it by 3 and rounding to the nearest full integer. So what that means is that if you have 1 base tax, it'll do nothing, because you can't go below 1. If you have 2, it kills 1. If you have 3, it kills 1. If you have 4, it kills 1. If you have 5, it kills 2. 6, it kills 2, etc. So what's interesting to me is that a 2-2-2 province gets burnt down by 1-1-1. A 4-4-4 province, which is actually 12 development, twice as high, still just gets burnt down by 1-1-1, which is kind of weird. I noticed it because I was looking at, I was playing around with it, and like, a province like this that has 11 development actually gets burnt down for more than a province like this, which is 4-4-4. And it's like, that's kind of weird, just because this one rounded to a different number. So I don't know. That may slightly change the way we decide where to try to acquire. That's mountains. Do we have to do that? I guess we have to do that. It's fine. Let's just go do that. Anyway, it might slightly change the way that I acquire territory. Probably not. Hey, nice of them to leave. Appreciate that. Oh, they weren't even in my territory anymore, were they? By all means, give the Khorasan people some issues. Alright, let's check our truces. We have no truce with Khorasan. They do have allies. Khorasan has lots of cores. Afghanistan has no allies. Afghanistan has 8,000 troops on Tech 8 to our Tech 10. We are sitting at 9% overextension. The issue is we have 3 unrest, so I'd really prefer to not declare any war for a while. We want to get these Kazani separatists under control. Samara Simbirsk. Samara. Alright, so Samara Simbirsk, and the other one was... I'm assuming this one here. So 3.2, we would need like 13 or so regiments to squelch that problem, or just allow the war exhaustion to come down. Let's send up both of these stacks. We'll send them both up. Now there is a chance that this damn army is going to come back into my land. I'm really hoping that they don't, but they could. Which would be annoying. Our truce did expire with the Timurids. Their development is completely god-awful. So we'll just let them sit around for a bit. I don't really want to acquire them until they at least have 2 base tax in each province. That way I can get 25 admin for taking it. It just seems like the right way to play, you know? If you can't get anything from raising it, then you're not getting your free core. And, like, that's the big deal. Like, if let's just say that instead of this province being... Damn, they actually rebelled, like, right away. That sucks. Anyway, if it was a 2-1-1, then we could get 25 admin and then have a 30-point coring cost. And very, very soon, when we finish up getting adaptability, then our coring cost would be 15 and we gained 25. We could literally gain more monarch points than it costs to take the territory, which would be fantastic. So this is really annoying. I believe that's probably the only rebellion that's actually going to fire. The Muscovite separatists should tick down fairly quickly here. Very much looking forward to having reduced coring speed, or sorry, reduced coring time. No. This is step, which is good for us. We're at full maintenance, which is good for us. We're making money, which is good for us. We have some manpower, not much, but some. Alright, we'll go ahead and park an army over in Yake. This is Perm's land. Let's let them deal with their own issue. Can't annex you until 22 of December. December of 22, that's now. But you do have 2 more cores that I'd like to return to you. I could start the process of annexing you and then still declare war on Muscovy and return core. The question is, will it take us until January of 28 to do the integration of you? Maybe. Let's see what happens December 26th if we're able to actually go for it. Muscovite separatists, Vetluga. I'm guessing it's going to be these 3. Let's send half of you to there, half of you to there, and then these are the ones over there. Yeah, that war with Ming, man, that was a rough war. And our conversion speed is not very good right now with our piety only at 26. It's going to slow things down just a little bit. They will help us again, indeed. I'm actually going to wait, though. I'll just wait for the core. Rather than try to convert something that's going to take like 6 years or whatever it is. Send 2 more up that way. We'll do like 655. Should help this thing to get under control just a little tiny bit quicker. Yeah, war exhaustion is at 1.5. As soon as we get down to 0, we're just going to immediately attack, somebody. Probably Afghanistan or something. We have more troops over here. I don't think we really care about this. Uzbek Outer Mongolia. Do we care about this guy? That's the active missionary causing problems there. This is the Confucian Zealots. I don't think that they're very likely to actually succeed, so... No, I think we can actually just send the army over to near Afghanistan and prepare for war. Oh, we're trying to save money right now. I knew that. We also need to get our horde unity up. quite a bit. You know, it surprisingly does come down fairly quickly. Again, that war with Ming was a trying time. I was trying to push myself and take advantage of the tech advantage that we had, but it was not an inexpensive war. The good news is that since we won the first war, it's just going to get easier and easier every time we fight him. So we've got that going for us, which is nice. We can start the integration of Perm now if we wanted to. It would be done in unknown due to their... Okay, it's just saying it until unknown. Needs at least 1 diplomatic power to progress. We have negative diplomatic power right now. Cool. So that's nice. So we actually are spending... Well, we're trying to spend quite a bit. More than we generate. That's a good problem to have. That's unusual. Well, I think that we can hold off on the Perm integration for a little while. Especially because, you know what? Let's tell them that we don't like Muscovy. Let's set them to hostile and get Perm fabricating some claims. I mean, it might help. I'm still planning on just taking the land and raising it, but... Okay, Ming separatists. That one's fine. Ashgird. 7 more months, maybe 8 more months apiece. This land is complete garbage. Our royal marriage with the Ottomans is over. We might as well do it again. There's no drawback to us whatsoever in taking royal marriages. Especially since we have diplomatic ideas, we can break them at will. Alright, turns out that taking that extra diplomatic idea and getting diplomatic reputation up has caused me to just like spend all of my dip. So, why don't we go to war and get some diplo points from raising? Oh, we'll gain piety. We're still in a position where we just need to convert stuff. And we probably will for the rest of the game. In fact, I wonder if religious ideas might be on the docket at some point. It would be nice. Granted, when you have humanist, you don't really need religious ideas. You're quite stable regardless of the religion that provinces are. Converting them is just more about, you know, long-term stability. Although it does cost money. It does cost 0.6 ducats a month, which is not an inexpensive amount. Alright, 2 more months of this peace crap. We're tired of this, aren't we? I'm tired of this. I don't want to be at peace anymore. I want to attack Afghanistan. Or something. He's already at war. Kiva has claims we can raise and sell. No. No. Alright, there we go. Declare war. Crime against Allah, we lose piety. That's fine. Tribal conquest, show superiority. Go. Great thing about playing as a horde is that you're really never in a position where you can't be at war. And you have siege values, so let's detach and advance to the capital. It is a level 3 fort, so we'll need a couple extra troops. We don't have any cannons. At least not in that army. We do have 1 cannon here, and 1 cannon there. I'd like to get up to 4 cannons, so we can get a better bonus. I assume that this rebellion up here is pretty well squashed. We've got 2 more cannons up here. We also have a merc, who I would like to get rid of. Mercs are silly. I know we have no manpower, or had no manpower, but mercs are still quite silly. We don't want mercs. Afghanistan's just like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna just, you know, focus on this. Persian separatists crossing our borders. I think they're just passing through. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We can build buildings, marketplaces, temples, and stuff. We're not going to. Simply because we, how much actual unity are we getting from looting right now? 62. Let's watch it every month. See what happens. If we're losing 5 per year... It didn't go up, so I guess, you know, we're not gaining very much. He has a 21% chance of taking that. That's fine. We lost the theologian. Well, it's unfortunate. You know, an Inquisitor would be great. Let's take the level 1 guy again. Now our income situation should be very good. We could actually get a lot more military soon if we get some more manpower at some point. You know what's surprising? Our manpower actually comes back really, really freaking fast. 639 per month is really, really good for this early into the game. It actually is surprisingly high. Let's grab the 1-6 and see if we can kill this army. We've caught him. Alright, so the tribes lose loyalty. Tribe states lose loyalty and lose influence, or we have separatists, in which case they gain loyalty and influence. Well, their influence is already fairly high. Their loyalty's high enough that we're getting bonuses without having to actually support them. So I'm going to just reprimand them. Well, that's a permanent loss to loyalty, where this is a permanent gain to loyalty. Huh. So permanent gain. You know, honestly, that seems pretty damn good. Alright. Reprimand or support. Narium. It's not so far. Let's just leave the event up on the screen for a bit and get our army over there. We also have got Nadim. It's all right nearby. Okay, sure. I like it. And Karam again. So these three. Okay. The rebellions are all fairly small. He just won his war, except that, you know, now he's losing. My first video in this session, so, as always, I'm, you know, playing a little bit slower. Is that interesting to anyone else that I can't send this army anywhere? But, this army was totally like, yeah, I'll move. Okay, never mind. No, the fort thing, man, the fort thing is just messing with my head here. Whatever. Alright, I want to have one army with a leader on 2 of these provinces. So, leader there, and the other leader is sieging, which is fine. And we're going to support the chiefs as soon as that army arrives. Actually, it's fine to do it right now. They lied. They're totally not in the provinces that they said. They said they'd be there. You lying bastards. So I wonder what they're going to do when they succeed in their siege. Separatism? You bastards. That's not cool. Long term, though, we've got this permanent loyalty, which is going to be great. Because eventually, we're going to get above 60, and we're going to have that cavalry cost modifier for the rest. What I would assume is going to be like the rest of the game, if we just keep on working on it. I feel like we have enough war score we can end this war right now, though. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you soon.